Okay, what's going on, boys? We're going to go over the meta players in each position under 100k. We're going to go through every league, what chemistry styles to use and where to put them. Like Sam, could you put left mid, right mid, you put Sun and striker, or the wing. We're going to go through all that as well. We've already made a video on this for under 50k, so I'm not going to repeat those for all of the leagues. So I'm going to try to admit the players. We're going to choose mainly those other regions or those other cards I'm not mentioned there, but I'll keep the OP ones in. Sam Kerr, fantastic card, 4-star, 4-star, hard to link her, but with Lawrence, she can get a link basically with right back Lawrence, who's one of the best right backs in the game actually, because she got that jockey playstyle plus. But with her, you put a hunter on her, she can play the wing, left mid, right mid. Again, the only issue with her is just the chemistry links, but again, a fantastic player, definitely a card you should get into your team. Messi, one of the best cards inside the game, I'd say one of the best goal cards anyway. It's hard to link him. If you get Jordi Alba and MLS Manager, he gets full chemistry. MLS Manager, Simeone, Jordi Alba left back, he would get full chemistry, 3 chemistry. And again, you'd want to put a hunter on him again because he does lack that pace as well. But definitely one of the best cards. Technical playstyle plus, definitely get him into your team. If you got like 400k team, definitely get him in, I would say. Find out a way to get him in. Then we go to Benzema. Not really a card that I like. You know, it's kind of... This is not really a card. I think he's better than Ronaldo. Now, Ronaldo is basically for the price. Benzema does probably require a hunter. Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, is basically was near enough for the price. He's actually risen now. But he's got the power shot plus trait. So if you need the 5-star skills, go for Ronaldo. If not, Benzema's probably the better option. If you're looking for that Neymar link, the Al Hilal League, or Saudi League, should I say. But like that's what I would say in terms of that. Then we got Diani, one of the better cards. Batcha in left back with a Division 1 Arkema. Manager gives her full chemistry as well, or you get like a Dembele, the Griezmann linker or like that. Again, I'll put a hunter on her. I think she's a very good winger, but she can also play in a striker. She can play both. I think she's better served as a winger. I've got her on my other account. Very good passing as well. She can even play that cam role. So if you're looking for that cam player as well, she can definitely do that, and she can shoot. If you want to score those finesses, or those Trivellas, should I say, she can get the job done because she's not got the best of curve. But for the Trivellas, what you could do is dash a Deadeye on her. That improves the long shots, improves the finishing, because realistically, you ideally want to improve the passing role if you want her to play in that cam role. But you can definitely do something like that. If you want to, you can also go with a sniper that improves the long shots to 98. So if you're just permanently prying on just the long shots, you can do that. And I believe it's Maestro also does a pretty good job as well. 94 long shots and 87 shot power. But Deadeye, of course, gives the finishing as well. So if you want a good cam that can do those Trivellas as well, which is a good card. Lineker, I wasn't going to put Lineker in, but I think Lineker is a good option if you're looking for a card that can give you chemistry as well. Don't get me wrong, he's not an amazing card. He's got no play styles realistically, but a lot of people are finding it difficult to get a player that gives chemistry. So I'm not saying this is a card that I would say is pure meta, but I would say if you put a hunter on him, he can get the job done as maybe a second striker. He hasn't got good skill moves, so if you use skill moves, forget about him. But he's got very high finishing. So you put a hunter on him, I'll get full chemistry, decent short passing, decent finishing, decent long shots, but very good finishing and shot power inside the box. So if you want a striker that can score inside the box, I would say get him. And that's if you're looking for someone that gives you links. I know when you guys say, no, I got these teams, but I can't fit anyone in. Same with Vialli. Vialli is a pretty decent card, lacks the skill moves again, but I still think for that price range, is a good card. Again, another card you want to put a hunter on, get his finishing up to 99 and his sprint speed up. Can play perfectly as a winger or a striker. The only downside with him is he hasn't really got the best of play styles. He's got power shot, which is good, but that's it. Curve could be better. I'm looking for the finesse shots really, but if you're looking for a card for chemistry purposes, this is definitely it, because a lot of people have got the Serie A teams. You've got the Leao and left mid and you can't get him in. I understand that. And Marquisio is too expensive, so that's a card. Top 5 strikers in the game once again. Son can do everything. Trivellas, finesses, finesse shot plus trait. This guy is unbelievable, honestly. I cannot believe. One of the best strikers inside the game. Hunter, left mid, left wing, cam, striker, centre forward. This guy can play anywhere. Top long shots, top shot power, top finishing with a hunter. He's one of the best cards inside the game, if not one of the best gold attacking cards inside the game. 100k, absolute steal. 5-star, 4-star as well, 5-star weak foot. If you ever got Sun, if you got 200k team and you haven't got Sun in your team, or 300k team and you haven't got Sun in your team, you're doing it wrong. This guy should be your striker. Put this guy in strike, I promise you'll get more wins. That's all I'm going to say. You will know. Leao, a good card I mentioned as well. The links, 4-star, rapid play style. Whipped Trickster. I'm sure many of you guys know, seen that Trickster glitch that came out earlier on today, but let's not talk about that too much. We're not mechanic abusing guys. We're just no guys here. Lacks a balance. That's the only thing. People are saying to me, oh, Liao. Everyone's saying Liao is amazing, but when I use Liao, he's average. I think the balance does let him down. He's more of a pure winger, I would say. He can probably get the job done as a striker, but he's not got a good enough finishing. If you really want to put him in striker, you really got to go with a finisher chemistry style. Hunter, you can bring his pace up on the wing, or you can realistically go for a Hawk. I'm seeing some players even suggesting using an Engine, which is not a bad idea, because Engine, of course, gives him the passing as well. But I think if you're going to use him as a striker, you've got to put a finisher on him to get his finishing up. But I don't think he's a finisher. 4-star, still good, but 6'2", not ideal really here. And then we go to Rodrigo, another very good striker, very good for a winger as well. 87 finishing base stats, guys, very, very good. GLT balance. If the stamina was better, he's better, but 50k, you're not going to complain. 50k card. Hunter, put him on the wing, 95 finishing, or you can put him up front. You can use a Hunter on him up front as well if you want someone that's running behind that's quick. Or same thing, put a finisher. What? Well, I sip my tea because I speak it so much. The only thing he lacks is a shot power. That's the only thing where I'd say probably lean more towards a Hunter, because at least, lean more towards, where is it? Hawk. I can find it. Hawk is plus 10. Or plus 8 now. I forgot they nerfed it, didn't they? Yeah, plus 8 shot power, which actually helps it out a little bit more because his natural shot power isn't that good. So he can get the job done as a second striker, but he's not going to be your main striker. But with a Hunter, he's a very, very good card. Dash him on the wing. You put Engine on him as well. Very, very good card. Oshawala, I think that's how you say her name. What a card. Unbelievable. League F. Get a link to Rolfo, left back. Alexia. Anyone, basically. You can basically link it to Aitana. You can link it to anyone you want. She is such a good card. 91 sprint speed, 4-star, 5'7", power shot, placer, rapid, quick step, and Travella. Now with this one, I'll say she's got to go with ideally. It depends on your player. On the wing, I think she's exceptional with a Hunter, but I think up front you probably got to go with a Hawk here. I think she's got very good physical anyway, but we're just mainly focusing on a shot power. I mean, you could go. In theory, you could go Deadeye. You could go up front because she's got the pace to get away with it. But I'd probably say Hawk is the one that I'd be inclined. I think shot power is a bit more important than I initially thought this year. Just because sometimes if you do not enough power, the power doesn't have enough shot. And you do too much power, it goes astray. But I think with a low powered shot, the players with a good shot power end up having a better shot. Because obviously it's a low powered shot that you request, but it's a high powered shot that comes out of the player's foot. Like a low driven. So I'm actually leaning a bit more towards shot power this year. I kind of used Ben Yedder for a bit, and I didn't know what to feel about him, but I feel like because he had decent finishing and decent shot power with the Hunter, it wasn't amazing, but it was still pretty decent. So that's one thing I wanted to mention. Watkins, Ollie Watkins, not a card that I'd typically like, but I put it in because there's not that many Premier League strikers here, but he's got very, very good finishing and very good shot power. You can put a Hunter on him as well, and you've actually got a really good card up front. You can do a bit of everything. 4-star weak foot, lacks the skill moves though. So as a second striker in a 2, I think he's very good. Good jumping, good stamina, and good strength as well. So if you're looking for that play up top, Watkins can probably get the job done. Watkins would be like a cheap alternative to Haaland. Haaland has got 3-star weak foot only, of course, but Haaland's a bit more expensive. He's not the card what he was last year. I think with Haaland, probably a Hawk is probably the best thing to put in on him. Or actually an Engine, maybe what I'd probably prefer, just because me personally, I like to be able to move with my players. 6'5" doesn't really help with that agility and balance. But if you can't afford Haaland, then go with Watkins. Donovan, again, another card I put in just for the link to Messi. But it's not a bad card, you know. You can put a Hunter on him. If you're looking for an MLS squad or you're trying to get like Dima or wherever you're trying to get, like let's say Messi, and you really want to look for a link. 5'8", 4-star, 4-star. Good agility and balance. He's going to be quite short, so it's not going to be the end of the world here. Rapid and Travella. Good short passing, good vision. And he's actually a pretty good card. If you're looking for a card to win that's got 4-star, can do a bit of everything. He's actually a very good cheap card. 100 coins. If you got like another team, you can put him in because he gets full chemistry because he's a hero. So I think, you know what, he's actually a decent card. I actually put him in this category. I think he's actually a very good card here. Good stamina as well. He can definitely get the job done. So definitely a card to say, I would say, you know what, he's definitely a good card. KDB goes in. Centre mid, he's a bit of a lacks of defensive awareness really here. I think you got to put a hunter on him, and he's got to be the one that goes forward. I think his defensive stats are so low, just put a hunter on him. Improve the finishing and shot power and get his sprint speed up. I mean, it's not ideal being that low. He's not the KDB of earliest, but he can play that centre mid. He can play that cam role as well. But that is pretty much it, really. I mean, I don't want to see him anywhere on the wing. Maybe it's like a centre mid in the 3. He can play that role, of course. But I wouldn't really want to see him as a Lamb or a Ram. I see people put Lamb Rams there. Don't forget Lamb Rams 4-2-3-1, 4-2-2-2. Really fast players. Acuna, yes, he's a left back, but technically he is a left mid. A very good card. Lacks the weak foot, but I think centre mid rise, he's looking very good because he's got power shot, anticipated long pass, bruiser, flare, and Trivelas. Now, I think you put a shadow on him. I think he's a very good card. He's not that expensive, 100k. It's not that expensive, but I think this card is kind of a weird one. I think he's more of a centre mid, to be honest. I mean, I think with a shadow he's completely fine. I don't think it's worth putting a hunter on him, but put a shadow on him. I think he's a really good centre mid card. If you're playing like a 4-3-3 and you play like, let's say you play a 4-3-3 and you have, let's say, I don't know, you have a centre mid that goes into striker or something like that, and you need or let's say you play a 4-4-2 and you got, let's say you got Llorente and De Jong in centre mid, and let's say you got right mid Rodrigo, striker, Griezmann, and I don't know, Depay, say as an example, right? And then you have this guy left mid. That way you can still play that 3 mid. You can play with 3 midfielders, and you can play him on the wing as well. So he's actually a very good option for that. That's why I put him in. But he's kind of left back hybrid. De Jong speaks for himself. Very, very good card. Very good because Trivilla playstyle doesn't really mean anything because of it just contextually increases the output, which is very good. But this gold one is reduced error on outside the foot passes, not Trivella's here. So that's the key thing. It's not really that. It's not going to make your Trivella's better. Finesse shot, incisive pass, long ball, and tiki-taka are very, very important. We should bet. Back in the day, you used to have flip defensive work rates, high defensive work rates. A very, very good card as a holding. Decent defensive awareness. Put a shadow on him, and you got a decent box-to-box centre mid. Can't really score many one for holding. Tonali, one of the best centre mids inside the game. I've used him, put a shadow on him, and you go, what a joke of a card. 86 sprint speed naturally. You put a shadow on it at 94. He's like a cheap Valverde, but better in some ways, you can argue. Very good defensive awareness. 83. You bring it to 87 with a shadow. Long ball. If you had the jockey playstyle, I think it'd be one of the best. Medium high work rates. Probably one of the best CDMs in Premier League. If not in the game, can do a bit of everything. Definitely get him into your team. If you've got a team like Son. Dirk out. Now again, he's more of a box-to-box centre mid. He's not amazing here. But I think if you put a shadow on him, centre defense awareness. I bet you didn't know that. So if you want a box-to-box that can also sit a bit deeper and do that box-to-box role, you can put a hunter on him and he can get the attacking. But with shadow, centre defense awareness is not bad. I mean, you look at his defending stats now with a shadow, it looks actually a very good centre mid. And then that changed everything. And also he does give the chemistry as well for the Premier League players. So if you're looking for box-to-box in the mid, yes, he's 3-star, but he's high. Think of him like a Seedorf. That's the way you want to look at him. You know, base Seedorf back in the day? That's why you want to look at this card. Look at this card like a base Seedorf. 84 short passing, very good finishing, good shot power. 86 acceleration, 83 sprint speed, good agility and balance. Balance could be a bit better, I will be honest. But he's not. You're not going to notice it that much. He's not going to be. He's not like 5'7". He's still going to be liquid, but he's not 6'4", where he's like a truck. So he's a bit of everything. Got amazing stamina, strength, and aggression. Definitely a good centre mid card. Put him in shadow, and it gives you full chemistry. Then we're going to go with Bompasta. I went with her because she's actually not a bad card. She can play left mid as well. So I think as a winger, a hunter's ideally what's needed. She can shoot, she can cross, and she can do short passing, and she's got good stamina. She lacks her strength, but she's 5'4", so it doesn't matter if her strength is 99. You're not going to feel that much when she's 5'4" anyway. But she can play that left mid role and that left back role. So I think as a left back, she's okay. Batcha and Kara are probably better, but she's still a very, very good card. I would definitely recommend her. I think she's a very, very good card as a left mid. If you're looking to get the chemistry Division 1 Arkema, if you're looking for like a Diani or a link like that, and you just need someone as a left back just to get the job done, I think she's pretty good. I think as a left back with a shadow, she's even better. Yes, she would lack the height. That's the only downside. But you can put the shadow on her, defensive awareness, not bad, 85, good stand tackling. And going forward, she's actually got really good passing. So if you're struggling with press, she's a really good option. Theo Hernandez speaks himself, tank of the left back, put a shadow on him, and there you go, one of the best left backs for France as well. For the French links like Saliba, if you've got like a hybrid team going, or for Serie A, it's probably one of the best. Alongside him, or Coquelin, put him in as well. Yeah, because Hernandez plays left mid as well, but don't play Hernandez as a left mid. Maybe in a 3-5-2 you can push him to left mid, but don't start him. He's only a left back in that position. Coquelin, a very good centre mid. SBC's done now, but for those of you who have done him anyway, you just put a shadow on him. He's a very good card. He does have the slide tackle. I wish I'd anticipated something like that, but he just got a shadow. There isn't that many good CDMs in La Liga, so he's got good defensive awareness for being the only few CDMs in La Liga. Ruben Diaz, I put him in as a joke, but no, he can't play. Look, he's 80 sprint speed, 5 acceleration. Listen, guys, forget this anticipate play style. The guy's not got 80 sprint speed. Forget about it. At least minimum, I would say 78 here. It's a joke. Don't put him on your team, guys. Now, the reason why I put him here is you're going to say to me, why is Araujo allowed to get played, but Ruben Diaz doesn't? Now, the thing is, Ruben Diaz only has 80 sprint speed. 80 sprint speed. It's too slow even with a shadow, okay? Even if only way that can make up for it is Jockey Playstyle Plus. Even then, in my opinion, it's too slow. Someone like Araujo goes in because he's got very good defense and he's got 85 sprint speed. You put a shadow on it, you're talking about 80 acceleration and 93 sprint speed. Block Playstyle Plus and the Jockey anticipating side tackle, one of the best centre backs inside the game. Him, Saliba, Koundé is of course very, very good. Koundé, if not the best centre back in the game, but he's just so expensive realistically. Not this guy, absolute garbage. You saw my TikTok video I made of him. Do not use this guy, absolute garbage. This gold one's better. The Jockey Playstyle Plus is why you're paying for him. But of course, out of the budget. We've already gone through her as well. Di Lorenzo, one of the best right backs. His gold card is already one of the best right backs inside Serie A, because look at it. 82 defense awareness, 85 sprint speed, rapid first touch and relentless. But when you have this card, different caliber, guys, different caliber. If you can get a Di Natale link or something like that, even better. Pinged pass, very important for right backs during passes into the strikers. Remember that. Very, very good defensive awareness. 6 foot high medium. Good passing as well. Purely as a left mid, as a right mid in 3-5-2, get the role done as well. Because you can do a driven pass from the wing into the middle. But it's got very good defensive awareness and very good stand tackling as well with a shadow. Definitely one of the best left backs and right backs. Best right back in Serie A for sure. Rudiger probably goes up there. I wish he had the Jockey play style, but he doesn't. But he's still very, very good. Eder Militao is also good as well. But that's why I like the Koundés, the Rojos. But again, very, very good card. Definitely a very good card. Good strength as well. Don't worry about the stamina. He's a centre back. It's not going to be the end of the world. And he's got the block play style. He's got aerial, which is good for headers on corners. So if you do like to take those corners, you can definitely put him in. Done Hernandez again. Varane, good card. Don't like the balance or anything. I don't like about him. But he's got anticipate plus an aerial. I think Saliba is, well, Saliba's in my opinion miles better, but he's a very good card to go along Saliba if you can't. Because let's say if you have like 10k, Gvardiol is the good card to get if you've got 10k. He's got the Jockey play style, but the next thing you want to get after him is VVD. And Virgil van Dijk is so expensive. He's a lot of money, guys. You're talking 250k. Some people's teams are not worth that much. So Van Dijk is very, very good, but he's a bit too pricey. So you're looking for that in-between player with Saliba. You can go with Varane, but otherwise you can get Kimpembe, you can get a Marquinhos, one of those players like that. Alex Scott I put in just because she gives a chemistry as well to like WSL, Alex Scott, etc, etc. She got the Jockey playstyle. That's the only reason why I put her in as well. And I think as a right back, 5'4", yes, she's a bit short, but I think you put a shadow on her. She's a good card indeed. I actually very much like her when she's got the whipped pass, very, very good. If you want to make it depends if you like crossing or not, but I think she makes a really good card. I think if she had a better height, she'd be really good at contention. Is Walker still the best? Yes, Walker's the best right back without a doubt inside the game. 109. Tomori centre back goes with England as well. If you're looking for that English link, very good card. Doesn't have the Jockey playstyle. Wish you did. Still up there though. 90 defense awareness, 98 sprint speed. Amazing card. Can you probably even play right back as well? But it's a very good card nonetheless. Mendy, we're going for the last one now. Mendy, I believe, is the last one. Fantastic card. Put a shadow on him. Very, very good card. He's got the dual team balance. Can actually play centre back. Played him centre back there as well. A very, very good card for perfect for 3-5-2 left mid, right mid, and perfect for left back and right back as well. And that is it. Any other cards missing, you can check out this video here where I went over them, all the cheap options. That's going to be from under 50k. I know there's some cards like Marquinhos now is kind of not 50k. I might have missed a few cards, but it is what it is. If I make this video and someone's it's 35, people are like, why are you making a video when someone's 35k? But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. A bit of a long one. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, and if you want to see Patreon videos on like the minimum players, go check that out. Link is down below in the description, or it should be somewhere there on the opposite side. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.